we as adults, we are so attached to our opinions, our beliefs. We're not willing to change anything that we believe in. If even if the other person may be right, you don't even want to know, you don't want to even hear. And it holds us back. It does. We care more about being right than seeking the actual truth. I'm watching a lot of critical thinking videos lately, and a recurring idea that I have learned in critical thinking is that you need to learn to question all your beliefs, all your thoughts, everything that you think you know. You need to learn how to question it. But it's very difficult to let go of what you believe in because of your ego. Yes, our ego is what holds us back the most. You may not know everything, but your ego will make you feel like you know everything, you are right, you can never be wrong. Yeah. So it then therefore takes a certain level of humility to be able to admit to yourself that I may not know everything, I may be wrong, but I'm open to learning. And when you allow yourself that freedom, you gain something that's far more substantial than even being right. You learn the truth, the objective truth, without no emotional biases. I'll give a very short example. So we were having a mini debate off in class the other day. The lecturer basically called out a couple of students who were on opposing sides, and they were each asked to present their case why they should why a certain answer was the correct one and why the other ones were wrong. So what I noticed in the whole exchange was that some members of the team were so passionate about delivering their points that they were not even open to the other people's ideas. They were not even listening to what the other people were saying. But others were actually allowed themselves to listen when they saw things from the other people's perspective, which I think is what makes an intelligent person. If you're an intelligent person, sure, you might not agree with what everybody is saying necessarily all the time, of course, but if you give yourself the chance to listen, you might even learn from what another person is saying. How do we then, therefore, learn to seek knowledge and drop our ego? Because our ego is what holds us back the most. The first one is, I believe, to have a very childlike curiosity. I mean, we know children, we know how curious they are. If you tell the child the sky is blue, the child will still ask you, why is the sky blue? Why can't it be red? Children are so curious, and because they are like that, their brains are easily. We as adults, we are so attached to our opinions, our beliefs. We're not willing to change anything that we believe in. Even if the other person may be right, you don't even want to know, you don't want to even hear. And it holds us back. It does. Always learn to listen to people that you disagree with, even if you don't necessarily agree, even if the person is talking arrant rubbish, and I use arrant rubbish in quotation. But I think even in nonsense, there's still some sense in nonsense. You may not even the person's point may not be contradict what you're saying, but in his delivery, he or she would have said something that will stick out to you, and that might be good. So always learn to listen to people that you disagree with. I believe that's the only way we can become better. That's the only way our mind can evolve. Guys, remember, Ryan Holiday said that ego is the enemy because our ego is what holds us back. Our ego is what will make you not. Your ego will never want you to be wrong, even when you are wrong. That's why, even in argument, you may be wrong. You may be at the wrong, but you never want to admit that you're wrong because it hurts your ego. You never want to admit it. I like to imagine myself as, normal pressures with the ego and the insecurities and just very low vibrational aspect of myself. And I think of my higher self as me without my ego, just me existing. And I've learned to transcend the small things. I'm seeing the bigger picture. I'm looking at life through a very macroscopic lens. I'm not bothered by the small stuff. Yeah, I think that's literally one of my goals in life, just to not sweat the small stuff. Yeah. Our ego is literally what holds us back a lot. Our ego is there now. And guys, the last step is to learn to always question your beliefs. You know, for most of us, we are a sum of our environmental influences, our parental influences, if you're religious, spiritual, church, mosque, if you're Muslim. So they're all that. Even school, even educational influences, your teachers, your tutors, your friends, all of that, all their beliefs has come together and shaped the type of person that you are today. So there are some things that you don't even necessarily agree with because you've not actually sat down with yourself and thought about it critically. Like you don't actually believe in this, but because it has been repeated so many times that your subconscious has now taken it as truth. But sometimes you don't even believe in it. It has just been thrusted upon you by your parents, by your teachers, by your friends, by the people around you. So you need to learn how to make your own beliefs, basically build them from scratch. Like, what are my values? What do I care about? What do I not care about? What is the world forcing upon me that I literally don't want for myself? You need to learn how to question everything and literally everything. So yeah, I really hope this video helped. Seek knowledge, drop ego, transcend to a greater version of yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff and enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.